Hello all, this is Muhammad Wardak, student of MIT. Actually, today I'm going to talk about Zenmap tool for the network security. So let's start with the Zenmap. Zenmap. Okay, let's start how to open Zenmap in Mac because I'm using Zenmap in the Mac. Actually, Zenmap can work in the. It's a multi-platform, so it can open in the Windows, Linux, Mac, macOS, so it is very easy to open. So I write in the find Zenmap and I will push enter. Then they will ask you for the admin because if you are not admin, you cannot open in the Mac. So let's start. They will ask you for the password. Okay, I think it's open. Yeah, it's open. So let's start with what is Zenmap first. The Zenmap is an official in security scanner. It is a graphical user interface. It is a multi-platform. As I told you, it's a Linux. It can be used in Linux, Windows, Mac operating system. It is a free and open source application which claims to make Nmap easy for the beginners. It has advanced features for the experience in Nmap user. Frequently used can be saved as a profile to make them easy to run rapidly. A command creator allows you to integrative creations of the nmap command. Yeah, a command creator will be here. Here it's a command creator. They will create a command creator. And you can compare the result of the each scan to with another one. One of the Zenmap goal is to make security scanning easy for the beginners and for experts. Running scan as simple as they typing the target in the target field of the combo box. If you see that in this combo box, this is the profile. Here there are the different types of the scan: intense scan, quick scan, and many more scans like quick scan plus, ping scan, all that. Actually it is used for the different purpose. The quick scan is the it will take less time than quick scan plus, and the quick scan is just give you a list detail of the network, but quick scan plus is using for the footprinting, that you can do footprinting with the Zenmap. That's the one of the important tasks of the Zenmap is to be do the footprinting. Another task of the Zenmap is to do to compare each scan. Another task of to compare the two scans or three scans together, two scans actually. And another task of the Zenmap is you can save the scan each scan for the future. And another thing that they will show you the ports. It's another task of the Zenmap is that they will show you the port scanning, that each can which port is open, which port is closed, which port is filtered. So this is have a lot of benefits for the network scanning and for network security. As I told you, Zenmap have ability to combine the results with the of many Nmap scans into the view. Other feature of the scan is known aggregations, aggregations, which can scan finished, and you can start a new scan. After one scan is finished, you can start a new scan. That's all that I told you today about Zenmap. So let's start practical with the Zenmap. Here, I told you how to open the Zenmap. I will start again. So it's good to search and write Zenmap. It's already did. Just I push enter, and they will ask you for the password. The Mac will ask you for the password. So I think I did. Okay, we'll do it again. So it's open. So now here it's a help profile tools scan target. In target you can target the website, you can target domain, you can target IP address, your network. And in scan, actually there are different types of the scan. Intense scan is it will take long time and give you a lot of detail of the scan result. And quick scan is very it take all this time and give you less small detail of the network, or small detail of the domain, or small detail of the website. So let's start with the quick scan, and I will scan my router. or my network. So it's 192 168. It's already here. Yeah, it's pushed. So I will scan. Yeah, here just here is the just one house scan, one scan, and that it's another thing that quick scan I told you is take less time, so it will take from the 1 second to the 60 seconds that it is to detect. So it is one fine. It's here one. Oh my god, yeah, it is 1.47 seconds to be scanned. So you can have the source detail in here that it is how many ports open, one ports open. As I told you, the one of the task of the Zenmap is that show you the ports that which ports open. Here is the detail of the open ports, filter ports, close ports, and scan ports. And another task that they will show you the IP address, and they will show you the MAC address in the quick scan. So let us start with the another scan that is called quick scan plus that you using for the here. Remember, you see a small detail of the host tile, but when you do quick scan plus, it will give you a lot of detail. So let's start with the quick scan plus. So as I told you, the different that it will take more time than quick scan. So it is 11 seconds and 22. Yeah, 11 to find 22 seconds. So it's take a long time than that, and it gives you a lot of detail. So here they give you MAC address, you device types. They give you the device type. They give you the running, the operating system running. So let's go to the host tile. And hospital, it's you're watching a lot of detail here. Let's go to hospital. So here is the hosted users that the same as in QuickScan, and it gives you the time. And the another thing that give you the last boot. So if someone try to restart your router, so you will know when it is restarted. Is it? If you think that someone is restarting your router, so you can find out here in the quick scan plus that when it is restart, what time it start, what time is boot, and what date. So they will give you the actual detail of the boot of your router or boot of your network. So another thing that give you the IP address that it's IP version 4 and IP version 6 is not available. So the IP address is only version 4, so it's not version 6. And the MAC address that give you the what is the MAC address of your router, and host name. It is it gives you the what is the host name of your router. So it's my gateway.home.vr. So and the another thing that give you the operating system detail, it's Linux. So if it's also good for the hackers to be know about their operating system. So if they scan your, if someone else, if hacker scan your router, they can find your operating system and your MAC address and your IP address. So ports used, they will give you that how many ports are used for the TCP 18 and 70 TCP is closed. And another thing is that how much is the UDP. And now let's see the operating system classes. So it is the operating system generation is 3.x, and which family operating system is Linux, Windows Linux. So TCP sequence, they see the TCP sequence. So it is 259 index, IP address sequence, all 0, and TCP, yeah, TCP/TS sequence is 100 hits. Yeah, so if you want to put command, you can do commands here. You can do commands. That's another task of the Zenmap, that you can command and you can save it. When you if there's something wrong in here, you can command it and then say. Then when you save your scan, the detail will be here for the future. That's good. Another thing, as I told you that we did, let's, okay. So the another thing, let's save. I told you the another task of the Zenmap is save. You can save the scan. So let's save the scan, save. So I will choose the, yeah, I will save here. Yeah, I will replace it because I already saved another one. So I will replace it, but I can't put a new name here. I will put, yeah, oh, cancel. I will put 0, so I can save it. So it's saved. So another, that is the another thing. Now you can compare each scan together. So let's start with the how to compare. You can go to tools and compare result. So I will select here quick scan and quick scan plus that I did. Where is quick scan plus? Yeah. So just here is the difference, because one is quick scan, one is a quick scan plus, so they're different. You see in the quick scan plus, let's see here, open scan. So that you can see the opting service reductions time, that how much time will take. Here, look, I will show you here. Look, at this time is 1.240 and time is 11.22 or 22. So as I told you that it will take longer time quick scan plus, and quick scan will be take less time. And another thing here, you can in the quick scan is less detail, less a little bit detail, and but here is the operating OS service detection performed, and incorrect results at the HTTP nmap submit, and all the detail is here, and you can't find a lot of detail here. That's all that I have today. So I also there we did 4 tasks. One is that they can the Zenmap can save the scan, compare scan, and you can, in the another task, you can do port scanning. You can find the actual IP address, you can find the MAC address. That's all you can do. The another thing that I told you, you can compare two results of the scan. So and when one scan is compared, you can start another scan, that you can go to scan a new window. So you can scan another thing. Another thing I told you that I forget. So let's start with the scan or the website or domain. So I will put just scanme.nmap.org. That is actual website of the in map. So I will do quick scan here because it will take longer time if I do intense scan. So it's a quick scan. So I told you that you can scan IP and you can scan website, you can scan domain. So let's start the detail of the detail. So it is how many open ports, two open ports, filtered, available uptime, MAC address. So the scanme the scanme.nmap.org have done, they don't I think they blocked to be access to the MAC address, so therefore they are not available. But address IP address is available. That is 453 156, and MAC address not available. Hostname is not, hostname is scanme.nmap.org, username type, and commands, there are no commands. Okay, so we don't want command, put command here. That's all we have today. I wish that I can do what you want. Mm, what you want to do. I wish that I can give the accurate detail of the assignment that I have. Thank you. Have a nice time.